Hi guys, it's Safiri Lovery with Safiri Lovery Cuts Coupons, letting you take a look at my stockpile closet, and it is quite a disaster. I have just stuffed things in here and they're all in disarray, and it's really a hot mess.com, and I need to get in here and straighten up. A lot of things out of place and a lot of things on shelves that they should not be on. So it's time for me to organize what I've been picking up couponing and get this into a more manageable situation. So come and join me as I do that. So as you can see on this first shelf, it's supposed to be paper products, but I see all things up here that should not be. And so I'm going to start by taking all of the products that shouldn't be on this shelf out and putting in only the paper products. I did go and purchase some paper products such as toilet paper, so I need to get this out of the packaging and onto the shelf. So let's get started. Sometimes when you're couponing, you get so tired from just bringing in bag after bag into the house, and then you just kind of start just putting stuff everywhere, and that's pretty much what happened here. I was just exhausted from a day of couponing, and so I just literally stuffed everything wherever I could fit it. And so it's time to just take this stuff down, and that's what I'm going to do now. So making some progress, I've pulled out everything that really shouldn't be on this shelf. All of those cleaning products and toothpaste, clean that out. And so now I'm left with a little bit more space to start stacking. I do have a high ceiling in this closet, so I'm going to maximize that space vertically. So first what I'm going to do is just kind of bring some separation between the facial tissue and the toilet tissue. And then I'm going to do something with these Q-tips also. This is not working out for me with keeping them like they are, so I'm going to move those out and make some room in here. I'm just going to move some of these longer boxes over here so I can start stacking them next to the ones that are already in here. So got some more over here, and then I'm going to stack these on top, and that way I free up some space here. So that's all of my Kleenex that I have stacked on this side of the closet, so I can move on to another space. I do have some space over here to stack up my toilet tissue, so I'm going to do that now as well. Stack this a little bit neater, and then so I can make room for more. I found this particular brand of snowflake at Target. I really like it because it's individually wrapped, and my bathroom just so happens to be blue. So I really like having this in my bathroom. So that's just what I did with the tissue for now, just kind of stacked it like that, and I have more to add to it. So here is a look at the more cleaned off shelf, and I did put the Q-tips up on the shelf. Now it looks like I'm going to have to kind of put them vertically because I'm not going to have enough room to stack my tissue. I need a little bit more room than that, and I don't want to stack the tissue on top of the Q-tips and then have to move it when I'm trying to get to the Q-tips. So I'm going to stand that upright. So there are the Q-tips just standing up upright there, and then I have room to kind of place my tissue there, and I'm going to do that now. My son has just taken this tissue and stepped all over it. I don't know what his fascination is about tissue, but he thinks it should be smushed. So that's what he commenced to do. Stacks pretty easily. I try not to get it too high because I don't want to have to stand on my tippy toes all so much to get it. So I could just leave the tissue in the packaging like this, but I don't like to see it like this. And then secondly, it's not grab and go for me. If I need to fill up and all of that, I don't want to have to rumble through packaging. I like to already have it easy access for me to just grab it and put it in my bathroom. So now what I have left is just my individual packs of tissue to take on the go, to take in my car, to keep in my purse. I do want to take them out of this larger packaging and just kind of keep them in the singles. And so I'll just make some space for them on the shelf as well. So presto changeo, y'all. This shelf came a long way from where it was in the beginning. I'm happy to have my fully stocked paper shelf back in action and ready to go. I'm very pleased with how it turned out. So now I'm going to move on to my chemical shelf, which isn't too bad, but it's a little bit messy. I'm going to get in here and straighten it up. Basically on this shelf is just a bunch of cleaning products, really. And I see some pest products over here too, and some skin protectant, sunscreen and stuff like that. And just a few random items that shouldn't be on the shelf that I'm going to get rid of. So I'll start working on that now. So I'm pretty much done with this shelf. What I did was I moved all of the toilet bowl cleaner out. I know that it's something that I'm going to continue to buy from the Dollar Tree. So it was kind of taking over this shelf, and so I didn't want that. So I'm going to move them out and put them in next to the toilet under the sink in the bathroom. And so normally what I like to do is just kind of stack all of the like items together and stack all of the taller cans together. And so that gives me a little bit more space in the front to put some shorter, smaller items. So that's all I did pretty much on this shelf. Also, I do like to utilize these little Dollar Tree containers. And this is just holding my Vanish drop-ins for the toilet. But this does help get rid of product packaging as well and consolidate and save space. So here's just a quick look at the stockpile that I've been getting from the Dollar Tree on the Lysol toilet bowl cleaner, and also a few bottles that I had already. So these are going to go under my sink, and that saved me some space in my stockpile. So this next shelf is a disaster. It's supposed to be for medicine, but I can see plenty of other products that shouldn't be on this shelf. So I'm going to go ahead and start taking those off. Like all of this toothpaste should not be there. Stuff is just misplaced. It's just everywhere. It's just kind of thrown in here. So I'm going to get in here and try to sort through this stuff and get the other items off that shouldn't be here and get them on the proper shelf. So I have several little skin creams here that are just kind of thrown in here. They should be in this drawer labeled skin creams, but when you're in a hurry and your child has a cut or a scrape or an itch and you're trying to just get to it, you kind of just throw it back in here, and that's what happened. So I'm going to put it back in its proper place with all of the others. And then products like these that come in a box, but then they also have a packaging inside the box, I wouldn't bother keeping the box. I'm just going to take these little pouches out. You can still see what it is and any instructions like that. So I'm just going to take this outside of the box. This is a free sample that I got in the mail. And I don't see a need to keep this box. When I pull the product out of the box, I can still see the expiration date on it and all of that. So I'm not going to keep the box. I'm just going to keep this package and consolidate some space. Making more progress. I'm starting to be able to see all of the items that were behind all of the extra stuff that was on the shelf. So I think I'm going to take all of the kind of sinus and cold tablets out of their boxes and put them into one of the drawers down here, and I'll save space that way. So I can literally see what I have on the medicine shelf now. I got my loose cough drops in their drawer. I got stomach medicine in this drawer, like antacids and stuff like that. More of that kind of stuff, Pepto-Bismol. Vitamins, including elderberry, skin creams, sinus and cold medicine, tablets. And I just kind of maximized my space on the top shelf with the different bottles that I had. So anything that was in a bottle I kind of put on top of this. And same thing here on this one. And then the same thing over here with all of the bottles. And then here is just my Band-Aid system. I just took all of my Band-Aids out of the boxes and just kind of put them in here loosely along with the bandages and stuff like that. I like my stuff grab and go, so whenever there's an emergency or anything like that, I can just come in here and get what I need, and I'm not trying to open a box. And then I got my peroxide and Lysol alcohol over here stacked to the side. One lonely little bottle of hand sanitizer. I got my bags of cough drops tucked away over there on the side.